We are live, people. We are alive.
We are alive.
Ooh,
I let
yeah,
Captain
baby.
Rickster speak first.
Yes, we are alive.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. 1,000 welcomes to everybody out there in the webcasting universe on YouTube. I'm Eric Walker, and this is.
Captain Rickster.
Yes, he's here. He's the Captain Rickster, who's a trickster.
That's
And
really true.
today, he's not going to do it again, but today we are broadcasting live on Saturday, October 23rd. And he knows, I'm sure, so let's not draw that one out like he usually does.
You're looking at his notes.
Today is October 23rd. It is Saturday, and we're broadcasting live from Woodland Hills, California. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing? How was your week, Captain Rickster?
My week was great.
Tell me about it. What was great about it?
Well, I got to go places that I haven't been before.
Okay. That's always good,
which
right?
Was nice. I mean, got to see some beautiful scenery.
Okay.
Even with buildings. But they were nice, though. They were actually different types, different styles.
That's true.
Which was cool.
Okay, great.
We went to a job site. And they were doing really excellent work. And that
an apartment building
really
we're doing,
great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he should be happy.
It's turning out really nice.
Yes.
We're doing this apartment building. It's a 7-unit building in the Hollywood area.
Yep.
It says Los Angeles, but it's kind of in Hollywood, right?
Yeah, it's more
like
it's
the
more
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, it's more like
right.
Williamsville.
Yeah. That's where they have security bars on all their windows.
Yeah.
And it looks so much better with them off, but the owner says, "This is Hollywood. We got to put those security bars back on."
Yeah, but there's no movie. I told him, well, any movie stars in here? He goes, no. I says, well, then why put the bars back up?
You're funny. Okay.
But it's been a great week. I mean,
yeah.
Me and Eric, we've done, what we do all the time.
Yep.
He yells at me, and I yell back at him, and he slaps me, and I bend down and go take another one.
Shut up. That's not an accurate description of our working relationship.
But it's really
Only
good.
on our show do I do that, and you bend over and take one.
Right. But actually, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a lot of good stuff. It's been nice and cool.
It has been.
We're getting a little drizzle today, which is nice. And
yes.
Monday's going to rain for us.
It's been so mild. Our summer was
really mild, and so is fall so far.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary.
So hopefully Halloween is not raining, but
yeah,
we'll know in what 11? Was it 10 days? 9 days?
Yeah, we'll know soon. I mean, but today we're going to talk about Dune.
Oh yes.
Which is the newer adaptation of the. It's not the same. It's not a sequel. It's not a prequel. It's a new adaptation of the book.
But the remake from the book.
Right.
Yes.
So it's this filmmaker's take on it. Denis Villeneuve. I can't pronounce his last name. Denis Villeneuve or whatever his name is. And of course, it has some great stars in it.
Yes, it did. Really,
Oscar Isaac. A lot of them. Zendaya, Timothy. I can't say his last name, but he's the lead. Just really great casting.
Yeah, it was great casting. Yeah.
Really great casting. A lot of great characters in it. We've been waiting a long time for Dune.
Oh, I know we have. It's been
Dune.
What, 6 months, 8 months, 9
Longer
months,
than that. I think it was supposed to come out last Christmas.
Last Christmas? Oh man.
Yeah, so it's almost a year delayed.
A year old, yeah. Jeez.
And so we're gonna get a chance to talk about Dune. I'm excited.
Of course.
And we're also going to talk about, we gave you guys some homework to watch the season 2 of Another Life of the Netflix show Another Life. Yeah. Right. So we're going to go ahead and review that as well. And just things to talk about concerning the news. What I heard, Captain Rickster, that, hey, Darth Sidious is with
Darth,
us.
How
you doing? Hey, Darth.
Hey, Darth.
Yeah. We're doing well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
We're talking about Dune, and we're going to do a Dune in Another Life. But we're now sharing a little bit of news. I had read online that the lady who plays Koska Reeves, Mercedes or Sasha Banks, the wrestler.
Her name was Mercedes something.
Mercedes something. We all know her as Sasha Banks too. She's from the wrestler. She told somebody that she's not in season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, which is interesting.
So, I don't know. Why would she was a big part of Bo-Katan's posse.
Oh yeah.
In the last season, and remember I talked about how that guy Mandalorian was missing. He didn't show up in the finale.
Not
it was just then when they went to go find Bo-Katan, there was just the two, and the other guy was missing. Now Koska Reeves is missing. What's going on? Was it that did she do something? Does anybody know why they did that?
It'd be kind of nice to find out why not.
Or
this time.
Yeah, or maybe maybe she's too much of a wrestler, and they're worried that they're going to have another Gina Carano on their hands.
Could be, yeah.
Is that what it is?
But I don't think so. I think she's smarter than that, though.
Really. I hope so. I
do too, because I think
it's not that anything Gina Carano did was bad, but when your boss sits you down and says to you, please keep the political stuff to yourself because you're working for the mouse, and then they sit her down a second time and say don't do it. Then they sit her down a third time and say please don't do it again. That becomes a problem because you should be able to do. We're American. We're lucky. We're blessed. You should be able to have your own freedoms, but when you become a public figure, it's different. You have a different calling, and you have to kind of stay neutral when it comes to that kind of stuff. That's why long ago I don't talk about anything political. You won't see me posting anything about any presidential stuff, any of that stuff coming up. It's because I want to just focus on what we're doing in the entertainment industry, because we're there to entertain and help you guys and not spread our point of views. But Darth Sidious is saying he's looking forward to the Dune chat. Hey, Darth Sidious, how does the microphone sound? Do we sound like chipmunks? We forgot to check that.
Yeah, really, huh?
So let us know if we sound like chipmunks.
I should have checked that,
actually. Should probably let you talk and let me play it and see. But although you might tell me in a second here.
That's true.
Before I find this out.
But
let me see if
it's
something.
I watched Dune last night too myself, Darth, and actually I thought it was really good. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So, but also Another Life was also a good TV show. I watched that. It took 3 days to watch that one.
Yeah, no, the sound is fine. Oh, I hear you. Feedback.
Oh, not feedback.
No, we heard it. I heard it. We sound good. Okay, we don't sound like chipmunks. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset it too every time before we do the show. What I did today was I reset the sound system right before we went online too, just in case. So I'm glad to hear that it sounds great. Yeah, so I was disappointed. Are you disappointed if she's not going to be in there? I like her character.
I liked her character.
She's
I thought
cute
her character
too.
Was great. And she's
in
cute
fact,
as
here she is right here. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to lean forward. I just did an unboxing of her character actually, and I posted it. So go on our YouTube channel, not now, but on our YouTube channel, and I did an unboxing of her character. Yeah. Here it is. Look at how great her character is.
Oh yeah.
And the detail, like in this too. Look, it even got her cornrows, everything, in her hair.
Yep.
This thing's not focused. Come on, focus. It wants to focus on me. Hello, Koska Reeves. Is it true you're not going to be in The Mandalorian next season? No, I am The Mandalorian. Oh, wow, she got me. Wow, you're strong. Oh, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I'm sorry, guys. That's how I like to play.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm a kid.
he and his toys.
I love my toys. I love this helmet, too. Blue's my favorite color, and that's a nice shade of blue. You have a blue shirt on.
That's right.
All for Sci-Fi shirt, guys.
Yes.
We only have a few. We only have a few of them left, by the way. We're almost out. We're gonna have to reorder those.
Yep.
The hats we got to reorder, but the shirts, there's not many of them left. I will be doing some other reviews as well. I'm gonna be doing a review on the 6-inch version of Aurora Singh as well from the Clone Wars. We just got it. So I'm gonna do the bounty hunter Aurora Singh, who was actually played by Michonne. I can't pronounce her last name, but Michonne played Aurora Singh. And we went to a convention together many, many years ago in Germany. And I'm not going to divulge anything about what went on between at that time in Germany because that's private stuff between us actors. But she was sharing some stories I can share. Hey, Nathan, what's up?
Hey,
say hi
Nathan,
to Nathan.
How you doing?
But she was sharing some stories she told me that George Lucas, when she worked with George Lucas and she was in A Phantom Menace, right?
Oh, yeah.
She shared with me some stories about what George said to her on the set, which sounds like George. He goes, I'm going to have you on screen for less than 3 seconds, and you're going to be signing at conventions the rest of your life making money.
That sounds like him.
Yeah. Well, the voice doesn't sound like him, but I definitely got his the way he's very talks like this, very mumbled. That, but of course I didn't do the voice. So one of these days I should try to do his voice.
Yeah,
I
you
bet you I
should,
could
yeah.
do it. But yeah,
Because he doesn't do too many speaking engagements, that's for sure.
well, he's been on camera enough now to this point to we could he's been on camera a lot.
Mimic him?
I could get enough to watch and mimic him for sure. So I will be doing the Aurora Sing, and also from The Mandalorian, I'm going to do the robot as well. Let me grab it. These two real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, this is Aurora Sing.
Yep.
So I'll be doing Aurora Sing. And from The Mandalorian, I'm going to be doing this unboxing. So look for these unboxings. I'll try to get one of them up tomorrow. And we're going to do this unboxing. I think I'm going to do this one first, though. From The Mandalorian. It is Q90. I love this one. I'm going to probably do that one first. Also, some of you people that are Disney lovers, this came. The Dream Key.
Cool.
So it just came. Yours is going to be coming, right, Captain Rickster?
Oh, good.
So we got the Dream Key.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you'll be getting one. It comes with we're charter members, so you get this pin.
Oh, righty. Good. I like that.
And this thing right here says
Mm-hmm.
you were a charter member.
Cool.
And what else is in there? An actual thing that says the kind of key we have. It's in here somewhere. Where's it at? I must have fallen, but it's a little thing that says Dream Key on it because we're Dream Key members, and
Yep.
There's a map in here of all the special places we could go because we're official members too.
Mm-hmm.
Different things we could take advantage of when we go to Disneyland or California Adventure. Darcidius had a question. He said, "So, did Eric give us a what happens in Germany stays in Germany?"
That's true.
Uh-oh.
It does stay in Germany. What happens in Germany stays in Germany.
Yeah, I better just shut up about that right now,
Yeah,
so my wife doesn't see that.
Before he sticks his foot in his mouth.
Yeah, because there were some pictures. Well, I better shut up.
Yep.
That
don't
she's
open up
seen.
the box.
Okay. Let's. Okay. Any other news this week? What's going on? Let's talk about real quickly. We got a bunch of stuff coming out next month.
Right.
We got, of course, the Eternals coming out.
Oh yes.
November 5th.
First weekend in November.
Right. We also have Star Trek Discovery Season 4, which we talked
yes.
about coming. We also have Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have? Star Trek Prodigy
Yeah, it's coming out.
is supposed to come out. When is that coming out? Because they got Star Trek Season 4 coming out.
I think it's coming out.
I think it's the end of
around
October.
End of October.
I think so. I think it's the end of
yeah,
October.
around there.
But yeah, we got, guys, the rest of this year is jam-packed. And then, of course, in December, we got the Book of Boba Fett coming way too late, in my opinion.
Yes,
way too
yes.
late at the end of,
December.
end of December. I mean, after Christmas even. Yeah, come on, guys.
And people who love Top Gun, it's coming out next year, not this year.
Really?
Yeah, it's not coming out until May of next year, I think.
They postponed it that long?
They postponed it again for some reason. I have no idea why.
I don't know.
But they knocked it way back. It was supposed to come out this month. No, next month.
Right.
It was supposed to come out in November. And now they moved it all the way to May of next year.
Yeah, that's terrible, guys.
I know.
Okay. Let's go ahead and begin the review part of our show.
Ooh, yeah.
What do we want to do first? Dune might take longer. You want to do another live real
Let's
quick?
do another live quick.
Okay. We've been talking about this, and we asked you guys to go watch on Netflix Season 2. And a lot of us are Star Wars fans, so there's a reason why we want to watch Another Life, because it stars Katie Sackhoff, who is Bo-Katan, who's in charge of Koska Reeves, so or Koska Reeves, however you pronounce it. So it has Katie Sackhoff is in it.
Yep.
And it takes place kind of where the other season takes off. And of course, at All for Sci-Fi, we have the rating system. It's 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the highest rating we could give. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend watching it. And since we're kind of glass half full kind of guys, if we give something 3 stars,
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
it's not good. because we try to give everything the benefit of the doubt. Because also, go ahead.
I know last year we gave 2 movies last year.
We did actually.
Yes, 3, below 3s actually.
Yeah, it was a couple of those time travel movies. I think.
Yeah.
I can't even. They were so bad I can't even remember their names of
Thank
them.
God on that part.
So they were pretty bad. The music was bad in them too.
Everything was bad. The actors
very
were
slow.
okay. I don't know why the actors took.
The actors and the effects and the behind the scenes, the camera work,
okay.
everything was okay. It's just the storyline was terrible.
Oh, yeah,
it was one of those movies that we'd really had hoped for.
It's one of those movies if you want to watch it, you can go to sleep in the middle of the night.
No, Rick. I mean, when it was coming out, it was one of those movies we were really excited to see.
we were really excited.
And it starred like a big league actor in it. I can't remember the name of the movie now.
And it turned out to be a dud.
Yeah, so
good sleeping movie.
Yep. So Another Life, we're gonna give it the official All for Sci-Fi rating of. Well, I'm going to give it, and we'll see what Captain Rickster gives it. I'm going to give it the All for Sci-Fi rating, and that is... I like this season. I actually like it better than Season 1. But I'm going to give Another Life Season 2 the overall season. Of course, some of them might be higher and lower. I'm going to give it an overall rating of 4.75 stars.
Not bad.
What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I give it a 4.70.
Did he just not agree with me?
I did not agree with you.
I can't do the 1, 2, 3 thing. Are you going to do it now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know if that looked real. It looks. We got it down going the other way though.
That's true. I don't practice as much on this arm.
Yeah. It deserves 4.75. Oh, Adam agrees with me. Adam O'Brien is from. Adam O'Brien's here. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
He's from Australia.
Yes, he is.
So hi. How there, matey? Yeah, Dune is spicy, and it looks amazing. We're gonna get to that in about another 5 minutes,
Yep,
but
we are.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth seeing. Of course, who doesn't love Katie Sackhoff?
That's right.
Brilliant actress. We get to see her nude in it.
Yeah, only the back half though.
I wonder if she used a double. Do you think she used a double, or you think that was her?
I think it was her in the back half. If she would have did the front half, it would be a double.
Well, they don't try to do front halves anywhere, full frontal.
Not anymore.
But you think that was both actors?
Yeah, I think
they weren't body doubles.
No, I think they were.
If
together.
that was not a body double for Katie Sackhoff, girl,
you got a great back end.
You got it going on. So be careful if you have kids. If kids are watching this movie, know that it was one episode that had that nude scene.
That's it.
The rest of it's okay. I mean, it's pretty violent.
It can be violent. It wasn't that violent, but it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the effects were good. The storyline was strong. The acting was strong. The music was good all the way out throughout of it. I could have used the one thing though. The music was just okay. I'm not gonna say.
I gave it a 4.70.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed in the music, but
I was.
To me, I think that what Another Life is missing is it doesn't have some sort of central theme that's going on that it keeps reoccurring, like you get with Star Wars or Mandalorian. I'm not seeing the same theme playing over and over and over, and. When we're going to talk about Dune in a minute, and I kind of have sort of the same problem with Dune. I thought that the music was okay, but it could have been better on Dune as well.
Very true.
So basically, a little bit of spoilers here, but that's what we do when we review and discuss stuff. So on Another Life, it takes place where the last one takes off. They're there. They see that what do they call it? Jakaya? Is that what it's called? I'm trying to remember it. Jakaya. What they did was they blew up the entire planet and all this different species. And so most of the show, they're basically having this runaround, like trying to get away from them, trying to get back to Earth. At one point, they kind of get set adrift, and they discover that the Jokaya actually have a weakness.
Right. With
these like pulsars or megaton type.
Mega pulsars.
Yeah, and something. It's a simple way, and it like tears them apart. Something so simple. They're so destructive and so out there, yet something so simple, so small. Also, they discovered that when their space travel lets them travel instantaneously anywhere.
Right.
the way they use it with these wormholes. And the way they're using their energy and stuff like that. They are everywhere, which I thought was an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Again, I can't say enough about it. The storyline is great. The concepts behind it's great. That other creature that they start near the end, they run into this other species.
Right.
That kind of tortures them.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me of, you all heard those old stories where aliens abducted people and then they tortured them for experiments.
Right.
So it kind of had that element in it, which wasn't fun looking at.
No, it wasn't.
And then if people survive, they try to put them into this thing where they regenerate their bodies, and if they survive, they're okay, so they live to be tortured again.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, that I'm more. If they do a season 3, I'm more scared of that species than I am of the Jokaya.
Well, they killed that. They killed that one. Now
they did.
If there's more of them,
oh, I'm sure there are.
Then they become hunting them. That's a different story.
Right. So eventually they find a way. They're starting to learn the technology that the Jokaya has, and they're getting smart quick. Mm-hmm. And us Earthlings are really good learners, and obviously this is in the future because we're not too smart learners right now. Sometimes it seems like that's another story.
True.
But eventually she's able to. They're able to open up one of those, and because they're trying to get back to Earth to warn them on how they could destroy the Jokaya. And in the meantime, on Earth, the Jokaya, they don't know any of this, and they still think they're friendly, and they think they're helping them, and they've convinced the government of the United States and the world that to leave space travel alone, stay there, and what in return they're going to give them the ability to basically cure anything, not only just sicknesses like cancer, stuff like that, but they're able to regenerate. Like create a whole forest and change a whole ecosystem instantly. So that's going to save the Earth, because one of the reasons why they went out to look for the Jokaya is because Earth is like dying because of the pollution and all that other stuff. So, but we don't have to leave Earth. We could immediately they could clean it up instantly. So, but they don't know the threat that they don't know what's going on with Katie and all the crew and everything that's been going on. So they're able to finally piggyback on their technology, open up one of the wormholes, but they can't open it up enough. So Katie decides to sacrifice herself, and they split this ship in half, and they send the first half through. And it's just
it's an amazing story.
It's just, it really is.
You really watch it.
You got to watch the whole season. I highly recommend it. That's why I gave it 4.75 out of 5 stars. Guys, watch Another Life on Netflix. It was so good in the first couple episodes of season 2 that I kept making me want to watch it.
Yeah, watch more.
And I know I had to go to sleep to go to work the next day, so I had to turn it off. But I just kept wanting to watch it. So it's definitely Netflix. Great job. I hope you renew it for season 3. Eventually, they end up getting back here. They let them know what's going on. They find out that the Jokaya are not really here to help us. They're using us.
Yep. And
in the end, they ended up defeating the Jokaya. And then how did it end? It just ends like
they go out
hopeful.
Hopeful, but they go out and they got their Jokaya network or their data. And so they know there's other species out there in space.
Right.
So
they talk about the other species.
Now they're going to start exploring.
They know they're not alone.
So they know they're not alone. So they're going to start exploring other areas, stuff like that. So, which was really good.
Ended on a nice positive note.
Yeah, they ended on a positive note. So it's season 3 when season 3 does come out, it's going to be good.
Right.
And
again, Netflix, we would love to see a season 3.
No kidding.
I think it really deserves a season 3. Okay, well that's great, guys. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend go watch Another Life. It's on Netflix. It looks like we have a new. I don't know if it's a new viewer, but hi, it says put Alec Baldwin in jail.
That's a good one.
Hey guys.
Hey guy.
Hey, put Alec Baldwin in jail.
Yeah,
Welcome
really.
to our show.
That's a good one.
I hope you found us searching, and or you might be someone else we know. But thank you for joining us.
Really?
Yeah, it's Adam O'Brien is saying from Australia. It's amazing how many people are saying that Dune is copying Star Wars that haven't reviewed it and watched it, not knowing the history of the novel. Yeah, no, and that's true. Good point, Adam. And we're going to talk about Dune right now. And Captain Richter probably knows more about that novel than I do.
Right, I've read that novel.
Right, that came out in '65. So actually, Dune is before Star Wars. So if anything, Star Wars, if it's before Star Wars,
That
how
was
can they
way
copy
before
it,
Star-
right?
Because they made the movie Dune too off that book,
Right.
and that I think that was done in the 80s.
It was done in the 80s.
70s or 80s, yeah, something like that.
It was done in the 80s, and it was done before we did the Ewok movies,
right, it's like
which
80
I participated
80 or
in.
81, I think it came out.
Because Sean Phillips, who was the witch in the second Ewok movie with me, she
Right.
was already in Dune.
Yeah.
So it had already come out.
Mm-hmm.
She played one of those
So that'd have been,
witches.
80, 84, 85 then.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Dune, guys, because maybe this new person's here for Dune as well.
Yeah.
They might have been searching or whatever. Yeah. Dune, by the way, the casting is great.
Oh, yes. Very
Adam.
great. 84, okay.
Yeah, 84. Yeah, because I remember we did the second Ewok movie in 85, and Sean had already been in that movie, and we did
Right.
the first Ewok movie before without Sean in '84.
Mm-hmm.
Adam is saying Jason Momoa, not sure if he had it in the contract, but this character is in every Dune sequel.
Yes.
Okay.
He is. That one is, yes.
Well, that's an interesting thing too. And I was telling Captain Richter, I noticed that on the title it said Dune Part 1
Right.
on it. So obviously there is a hope that the movie does well at the box office, so that there's going to be so Denis Villeneuve is able to do the sequels.
Well, I know the book is big. It's like 800 or 900 pages, so it's actually a lot of reading. You can make 3 parts out of it, you know, like a trilogy.
right.
So it'll be out of that one book. So
Right.
it wouldn't be too bad.
And from what I understand, this version, again, Captain Richter may know this. This version is closer to the book. It's
Yes,
more
it
faithful to
is.
the book,
It is.
which I like. I think when movies are more faithful to the original authors, that's why I like it when J.K. Rowling's involved, like in Harry Potter. I think I don't know if the original Dune authors, is he alive or did he pass away?
I have no idea.
Because that's always a good idea to get the original person who created it involved, if they're
course.
still alive.
I don't know if he is or isn't.
Right.
You'd
That's a
ha-
good question.
You'd have to look up the
The,
person's name
who wrote
the
original
book.
Dune.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this. This Dune is this version of Dune. Its running time is 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yep.
Adam O'Brien just said yes, he passed away. Then
okay.
they couldn't use him. So, but I'm glad that it seems like it's more faithful to the book. This version of Dune has as Paul Atreides has Timothy Chalamet. Shani is played by Zendaya. Rebecca Ferguson plays Lady Jessica. Oscar Isaac, of course, plays Leto Atreides. Jason Momoa plays Duncan, Idaho. Stellan Skarsgård plays Vladimir Harkonnen. Javier Bardem plays Stilgar. David Bautista plays Glasu Raban. Josh Brolin plays Gunnery Halleck.
Right.
Wow, this is a great cast.
It's got a great, amazing cast in it. A lot of heavyweights are in this movie.
Right.
That's for sure.
Actually, Adam, who's being like our Mike today, has lots of information. Adam loves this series, by the way. He
good.
says Frank Herbert wrote it and passed away in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
I'd be curious to see if he saw the first Dune and what he's had to say about it. Adam, do you know if he saw if Frank saw the first Dune, and if he had anything to say about it? Was he upset that they didn't do it close enough to his movie?
So Kevin Anderson's running the series now.
Yeah, and his son.
And his son Brian. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, that's another thing. His son Brian and Star Wars writer Kevin Anderson runs a series. Great. Oh, he did see it. Did he like it? I'm just curious. Wow, what a great cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
Amazing cast.
Okay, now let's go ahead and give the official rating and then discuss what we liked and didn't like about Dune. And everybody at that point could chime in and tell us what you liked and didn't like about Dune as
True.
well.
Yes.
He liked the original Dune. Okay,
Good.
great. Well, there was some great acting in original Dune, that's for sure.
It was a great acting.
Okay,
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I don't think it's been out for
I'm gonna
quite a
watch
while.
it. He just said they re-released it in 4K, so
They did.
let's make an assignment. Let's go watch the original Dune, everybody, so we could review that too,
Yeah, really.
and maybe talk about it next week. But at All for Sci-Fi, as you know, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars being the best. If it's any less than 3 stars, we don't recommend it.
That's
The
true.
official All for Sci-Fi rating of Dune, this 2021 sequel, which is really from 2020, but we waited a year.
Yeah, really.
It gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of. I'm gonna give it 4.85 stars. I'm only knocking it a little bit from 5 stars from being perfection because of a few little things that I think could have been made it better. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
This time I'm going to agree with you.
4.85 too?
I'm going to give it a 4.
Oh, you know what happens when it's 4.85, guys? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
At least my teeth are not in my mouth.
Yeah, at least their teeth didn't fall out. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Boom! I got to get a button like a sound effect. Boom! Here, let's discuss it, guys. Darth Sidious says he found it interesting that they changed Liet Kynes into a female alongside some other changes from the original release.
Yes, they did. They did a lot of that. Most of it was a man story. This one has got mixed. It's got women and men in it, so it's actually better. I like this version better because the old version has mainly all men, hardly any women in it at all back then in the 80s.
Okay, good point. I think, in my opinion, the 80s version had better acting in it than this version. That's just my opinion.
It did because it was all men, basically. There's no women.
No, they still had the female characters, and in fact, Dane, the one we're talking about, who was in The Witch in the second Ewok movie, was in Dune. She was the lady. She was one of the.
She was one of the ladies. But
I forgot what the exact name of them. They're the ones that have the power, and they're like in between the Emperor and and in the houses and stuff like that. But my main issues with this version of Dune, yeah, that's true. Liet Kynes was played by Sharon Duncan Brewster, the actress. My main issue here. First of all, it was visually, it's a stunning movie.
It is stunning.
I loved all the photography. I loved the special effects. I loved everything a lot about this movie. But it made me feel empty, and the emptiness I felt. I only had a couple problems with it. I didn't think that the music had a central theme all the way through it, a visual theme that helps you like I think all the different houses. Each house should if I were the person scoring this music, because you guys know I'm a composer, I would have had each house like the House Atreides, the Harkonnen. I would have had them have stronger themes. Stronger music with better melodies that every time they came on, whether it be Oscar Isaac for or Timothy for the Atreides, or it be the Harkonnen houses, or the Emperor as well. I think all of them should have had better music. So that's why the music to me, Hans Zimmer is a wonderful composer. He's done some brilliant music, but I thought he was phoning it in. The music was okay. I'm not saying it was bad.
Right.
I'm just saying it could have been better and had stronger melodies. And each characters have their own themes, like they do in Star Wars and other movies. Everything else I thought worked. Everything worked. I thought it was a little bit slow in the beginning.
In the beginning,
as well.
It was slow, and then it picked itself up, and then it really took off. And then when they left at the end, So left a big giant open. They can go anywhere they want to with that part.
Right.
So that's a good cliffhanger on it.
Yeah, that's what they were. They were the Reverend Mother and the Bene Gesserit.
Right.
Like, I mean, I give an example. They should have their own theme. But wouldn't it be cool if every house had their own theme? The Emperor had their own theme. The Furman on the planet on Arrakis had their own theme. Wouldn't it be cool that if everybody? I mean, if John Williams scored this, he would tear it up.
Of course he would have.
Or any other Star Wars composers that are out there would have tore this up. And then I think it would have been a better movie because again, 50% of the process is that makes a movie. 50% of it is music.
Yeah, it's a score.
And I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm just saying I don't think it helped I didn't think it helped the great acting, the great directing, the special effects.
It could have been better. Yes.
That was my only that and it being a little slow, and also the fact that Zendaya they kind of showed her on these flashbacks, but she showed up and then the movie ended.
That's right.
She wasn't in it almost the entire movie.
Like a quarter of the end of the movie, she shows up and that's it.
Right. I wanted to see Zendaya more.
Oh, no kidding. Who wouldn't?
So I mean, those are, but overall, great.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, put Alec Baldwin in jail said something. Let's see what he said. He said there are 3 versions of the original Dune, 1984. The theatrical version, 2 hours and 17 minutes. Extended version, 3 hour, and the Smithy version, 4 hour. Good point.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I think I heard somewhere that there's a longer version of this Dune as well. And I think we'll eventually get it. So
We'll eventually find it.
Right. And Adam O'Brien says that Hans Zimmer's Dune sketchbook wasn't the finished product. Which wasn't the finished product, was better music. Interesting. His sketchbook.
The sketchbook, huh? Interesting.
Which wasn't was better music. So here you go. We got someone else talking about the music. Adam O'Brien says Josh Brolin was the only one I hope to see push Gurney Halleck a bit more into the warrior poet mode, but it still works. Jason Momoa is very much a samurai, even his look with the he was.
Yes,
Jason Momoa was perfect in that role.
No kidding.
I actually all of them. I can't say anything. If it just had a little tweaks here or there, I think this would have got 5 stars in my book, and it's still better than and it was still we really wanted it had so much hype that
it did have a whole lot of hype.
It gave us a little bit of a letdown, but I still think it delivered on a lot of levels.
It gave it a good punch, that's for sure. But it should have been, like I said, in the beginning, it was a little slow. Because I almost fell asleep in the beginning of it. And then when I started picking up, I woke up and I go, oh, man, this is even better than I thought it was going to be.
It was.
It wasn't slow or anything.
Right. And Adam's talking about, I think that the Stilgar version of the other movie was the best, the original Dune, and Bardem nailed it. Yeah, I really think the actors nailed it.
They did nail it.
But I think they could have had a little bit more help.
Yeah.
But yeah, the acting was good all the way through it.
It'd be nice if they put some of the original actors in from the one from 1984.
Oh yeah, if they would have brought back Dane Sean Phillips, to play one of the Bene Gesserit witches, that would have been better.
Yes, it would have been.
Because she was in the original. Why couldn't she? And I just saw her at when we went to Florida when we did the Ewok reunion. I saw her there. She could still act.
No kidding. She's not that old.
She's up there, but she can still act.
She's up there, but
So,
well, look at Clint Eastwood. He's still acting, producing, making movies.
Right.
He put a movie out this last year.
Darth says he thinks that Villeneuve used Zimmer's music similarly to the way he did in Blade Runner 2049. It was more environmental. That is, what?
That is kind of
and more environmental than character themed.
Right.
Yeah, it was. But then again, the boring part of Blade Runner is the music. Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. It's still not the first one, because the first one had some really great stuff in it too. That old love theme and with the saxophone in original Blade Runner was amazing.
Of course it was. And so were the actors.
Yeah. You know what? You hit it right. You hit the nail right on the head, Darth Sidious. That is what he did. I think that director just Maybe he doesn't see music the way he doesn't want it to drive his movies as much, and that's his call. He's the director, right?
Yes, he is.
So
He is
he's
the
in
director.
charge. You still are very talented, Dennis, and you make great movies.
Yes,
and
you
I
do.
thank you for making this movie. I came close. If you just let the music help a little bit more, and of course that's me because that's the musician and the composer in me.
Right.
So that's why you're always going to get that opinion. But yeah, that's about it with considering Dune. Do you have anything else you want to say about Dune? What you liked and didn't like, and
I liked the characters and who played the characters from the original movie. I liked how they entered the worm later.
yes,
Instead of in the beginning. So
yes. The
uh,
worms, like when they were chasing it, that worm was chasing the Paul Atreides and his mother,
right.
and they were running for their life. And then it stopped and it went up, and then it looked down at them.
Called him Knocker.
But before the knocker happened, when they were just
Yeah.
they had that nice moment that went on for like a minute or so before that knocker happened, and the worm ran away. That was
awesome.
that was some great special effects,
Yes.
guys, and who would have known that a worm could act that good?
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Oh, the detail to the way it looked at them.
Yep.
I felt like it was real. It
course.
was the effects was so good. Wow. Everybody should see this in IMAX to get the
most
best
definitely
best views of it.
If
I know.
if you not see it in Dolby, where you can shake around on the seats and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's no. So yeah, that's I like the worms more in this.
Yes.
I like the design of that. I like the design of. I liked a lot of it. A lot of things. I don't. I'm trying to think back. It's been so long, since I've seen the original Dune. Did the original Dune, the spaceships, have that like? They were like the ships. Were they doing that flapping thing like a fly?
Man,
Did they have
a
that?
long time ago.
Because
I
it,
can't
or was that
remember.
something that was new only to this version of it? Because I love the ships in this movie.
Yeah, they were cool.
Oh my goodness, the way they operate and stuff like that. Darth Sidious says, "Thumber, not knockers, Captain Rickster." Haha, you know what he's thinking about.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
what I'm thinking
you
about.
know.
Yeah, when I'm my age, you gotta think about those.
You're funny. Yeah, we do know what you're thinking about, Captain
Is
Rickster.
that right? It's always on my mind.
This is a kid's show. Stop it.
Oh well, hey.
No, it's not a kid's show, but yeah,
It's in my adult.
Thumper. It was a thumper.
Yeah, thumper, not a knocker. I see your Darth mind's at.
Ooh, no, it's where your mind's at, buddy.
Well, hey, not everybody's perfect, like some people.
Oh, that was funny. That was hilarious.
It was good. Gotta make somebody laugh sometime.
Yeah. Oh, you think Stephanie thinks that's new, the way the ships were.
Yeah, I think they were too. I don't remember.
That
what
was
type ships
something
they
I
had built
liked.
them.
I really liked the ships in this movie. I liked the different planets. I liked how they described spice and how it. I liked everything about the movie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I gave it 4.85 stars. It's almost 5 stars. I just hit it down a little bit because of the music, but definitely go out and see Dune. It's great.
It is.
What do we have in store for upcoming weeks? We're going to get going back to like Disneyland, so we're going to be doing our show from there more. We're going to be getting back to, we actually have passes Universal Studios, so we're going to start covering the Universal Studios Hollywood theme park and some other theme parks. What do we call it? Park Adventures?
Park Adventures, yes.
Yes, I think so. We'll be giving you guys updates on where to find us on that YouTube channel, because that's going to be dedicated to us going to theme parks. And we encourage everybody to join that. By the way, if this is the first time you run across our webcast, it is weekly. Every week at 3 o'clock, we review all the latest sci-fi movies or TV shows that are on Netflix or streaming. And we encourage you and invite you to please go ahead and hit the subscribe button below here, right below this my hand's waving. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when we go live. Because some people were saying that they got the notices later. And if you don't hit the notification bell, it'll send you an email later when we're not live. So you got to hit the notification bell so it instantly lets you know when we're starting. And also, we encourage you guys to help our channel grow because we love doing giveaways. We did have a giveaway this week, but we're also gonna probably change the way we're doing giveaways. We talked about this last week. We're gonna probably give it from milestones like anniversaries when we hit 14,000 subscribers, that type of stuff, and make it bigger gifts. So not necessarily smaller stuff. It's going to be bigger gifts as well we're going to give away. So you guys have a shot at getting free stuff. So we encourage you to share our channel on all your social media. We do have a few things coming up in the next week, do we?
Nothing.
If you guys have any suggestions for us, by the way, too, if you have, if we don't have anything new that comes out in the next week, we'll probably go ahead and go back to something older. Like maybe we could review like Shania Chronicles.
That'd be good.
Because that's a sci-fi thing, and we haven't reviewed the Shania Chronicles. If not, then we'll just we'll review that. If not, then we'll review what else is coming out this week. And as we always say here at All for Sci-Fi, may the Force be with you. Of course, live long and prosper. May God bless you and keep you. Stay safe, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you guys here every week.
Yep. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Don't work too hard. Work steady. Come back to us on Saturday, and we'll have another fun time.
And we also will be covering other shows, too, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. We got next month, we're going to be back to Designer Con. Designer Con is a convention here in Anaheim, and it's where they, do mashups. So they'll take an action figure like Rocky Balboa. I can't speak today, Rocky.
Well, yeah, because you're a whacker.
I'm a wacky. Okay, so they do mashups with toys.
Yeah.
So they'll take Stallone's Rocky and they'll take Boba Fett from Star Wars and they'll mash them together. And then you got Boba Fett Rocky. Or they'll do that. So we're going to cover that event. That's a great event. We also might have some retro Mace Tawani action figures that are made custom by Dollar Slice. Those might be available at the event too. They're going to be limited to however many of them he can make from the mold that he made last year. So if you didn't get a chance to get your Mace Tawani action figure, I'll let everybody know too. Even if you can't attend the event, maybe there's a way we could get you one if they don't sell out. So we'll be covering that November 12th through the 14th. We'll be at Designer Con. We'll be at LA Comic Con in December. So we got a lot. We're getting back to conventions. I love it. Also, I will be appearing probably in Colorado Springs next month with the newest store, kind of like side store from Order 66 Toys, and Jeff and Mel Robb. They're going to be doing a grand opening of their store. It's like a offshoot of Order 66, still part of the same family, but an offshoot of Order 66 in Colorado Springs. It's going to be opening. And I might be appearing there in November. So that's about it.
Yeah, really. That's all.
Thank you guys for joining us. Again, take care. Tell all your friends about us. Subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. And if you guys got anything you want us to review, let us know in the comments below.